Welcome. Today's video is about a Christmas elf rope bowl. These are my easy instructions for taking a clothesline rope and making a really pretty Christmas decoration. So I'm using the only 50 feet of this 100-foot clothesline rope from Walmart. I'm using some acrylic brown paint, and we're going to actually make two, one elf and one angel rope bowl. So I'm taking the brown and we're going to use that to make it look like a basket that the elf will be holding. So I'm just going to dump in about half of that bottle into some water. Going to give that a good whisk, and then we're going to soak the 50-foot rope in this brown water. Now I'll do another video explaining step-by-step instructions on making the angel rope bowl, but today's video is the Christmas elf. So I'm going to soak my rope. I put it in the water, pushing it down, turning it over, making sure everything gets good and coated. If you don't want to use the acrylic paint, you can use tea water, but the acrylic paint does not run, it doesn't fade, so it's permanent, and I like to use that because it's so inexpensive. So the rope is dyed. I've dyed one white and one brown. So over to the sewing machine we go, and I have many videos on how to start this. But you just start sewing, zigzagging the rope together around and around until we get a nice size bowl. Now this bowl is going to be 5 inches on the bottom and 9 inches across the top. And I always coat these bowls with Mod Podge. It gives it a nice seal, it protects it from grime or dust, and it just makes it a nice stiff bowl. So I use the matte finish Mod Podge, and I'm going to coat the whole inside. Now, this 1991 Leisure Arts Christmas Gifts of Good Taste book is where I got this pattern from. It is out of print, but on Amazon, I've linked in my store where you can order this book from different vendors. But I'm going to use this pattern to cut out my elf, the little boots, and a hat. So I'm going to need some Christmas fabrics. And I got these off of Amazon. They are on my Amazon storefront. And I'll give all the measurements in the description box below, what you're going to need to cut out. And then this is the pack of assorted Christmas 20 by 20 squares. So that is on my Amazon storefront. So the first step was to take my piece of muslin, and it is doubled, and I drew out my pattern on top of the muslin with a pencil, and then I'm going to sew right along that line. And then I'm going to sew a tunic out of that red fabric. The leg piece, I'm going to sew across that. I've got my hat and my two boots drawn out on some green fabric. I'm going to sew that right in place. And then I have torn a little scarf out of some of that Christmas fabric to tie around the elf's neck. It is a good idea to sew first before cutting out. It just makes it so much easier. So I sewed the two boots, double pieces of fabric, because we're going to turn this inside out. And I left the top open because that's where we're going to turn, and I just trim around those seam lines, and it's so much easier to do it this way than cutting the pattern out and then sewing. So I'm going to clip my little curves in there, and then we're going to turn the two boots, and I do have some polyfoam stuffing that we're going to be using to stuff the boots, the leg strip, and the body. So I'm just turning that inside out. And these are the pieces. I have the body at the top, the little tunic that he will wear, the leg stripe panel. Everything's been sewn and pressed. And now I stuffed with the polyfoam and then stitched that hole back up. There is the leg piece that we're going to attach the boots to. It has been stuffed. I have stuffed the boots, and I've done a little gathering stitch at the top of that boot, and once I glue it in there, I will tighten that gathering stitch and put a few slips into the leg piece to hold it together. So we're going to take that boot, open it up. See, I did a little gathering stitch. I left the needle on because I'm going to pull that tight. But first I'm going to fill in with some hot glue. And then I'm going to stick that leg piece right inside that boot. And then pull my needle and thread and gather it right around the leg. And that just holds it in place. I'll do a few slip stitches on the bottom of the leg to hold that in place while the glue dries. I'm going to do that on both sides of this leg panel. Now this is going to wrap around the rope bowl. So just slip knot and we're done with that. Alright, now I'm going to take the tunic and I have sewn it together, and I'm going to go about midway, and I'm going to take my seam ripper and open up that seam. We want to be able to slide the elf's head through that opening. So I'm just doing about a 4-inch opening there at the top using the seam ripper. I've already sewn this together, and then I'm just going to push the little elf through the fabric and then pull his head out of that hole that I just made. And so this is his little tunic that he is wearing, and we'll fluff it up, get his head out, straighten it all out, and that's so easy to do. So there he is, he's popped out now. I'm just going to adjust it, and then I'm going to tie some string around each wrist, tighten that up, and it kind of gathers the fabric around the little hands. So I will do that on both sides. I don't need to hem anything or do anything with that neck because we have already cut out a scarf that we will be tying around the neck. Now I made a bunch of these back in the 90s for a holiday bazaar, and they were a big hit. I gave some to all the family for Christmas that year. They're just so sweet and so cute. Okay, now we can put our hat in place, and we're going to fold that edge down because we're going to glue this instead of sewing. I'm just going to hot glue the little cap right over his head. But first I want to make some bangs. So you could use some burlap rope. I've got some really pretty brown thick embroidery thread, so I'm just going to make some loops, wrapping it around my fingers. Then I'm going to hot glue that to the top of the head in place. And then I'll go back and snip those loops and kind of make some stringy bangs for our elf. So as you can see, I'm just putting a little dab of glue, going to add the stringed bangs, and then we'll cover that with the little hat. So he only has a little bit of hair on the front of his hat. Now I'm taking my scissors and just snipping those loops, and we've got some little bangs. And then using the glue gun, I am going to trim up the bangs and then attach that and cover the top part of those bangs. So just a little bit at a time. And I am using the Gorilla Glue sticks. They seem to last longer and hold better. So I'm just going to go all the way around this little cap and hot glue it in place. Now I did add a little jingle bell. I just hand stitched that to the very point of his little cap, and he just looks adorable. So now we got to get working on his face. Now you could draw that on with a Sharpie eyes. I had some googly eyes and I wanted to use those. So I'm going to hot glue 2 googly eyes and a red button nose. And then I will use my permanent marker to make a face. Now always practice on a scrap piece of paper to make sure your markers do not bleed into the fabric. And this permanent marker worked great. So I'm just drawing a smile and his little tongue sticking out because he's going to be holding a basket of goodies. And that's all there is to the face. We're just going to hot glue the eyes and the nose in place. Now after I get the eyes and the nose hot glued on, I did go back and take my pen and draw in the ear canal. And the pattern in the book shows you how to do that and how to put the face on. But it's just a cute little thing, and you can decorate this pretty much any way you want to. I'm going to use a colored pencil to draw in the tongue and some blush makeup on a Q-tip to add some rosy cheeks. And that's all you need for the face. And then we'll go back and close in that ear. And our little elf has come to life. Now these are so easy to make, and you can adjust it. You could do a teddy bear, you could do a reindeer, you could even do Mr. and Mrs. Claus. You can change it up however you like, but I'm real excited about the angel basket that I will be doing next. I kind of came up with that idea after making this, and I sold a lot of those at the holiday bazaar, so I can't wait to show you that. All right, we've got the ears, eyes, nose, and mouth on. He is all good to go. His little shirt is on, so we're ready to put him onto that rope bowl. So here's the rope bowl. The base is 5 inches across, and then I started turning, which gave me a 9-inch top. And so what we're going to do is take our legs with the 2 booties, and we're going to hot glue that to the bottom of the bowl. So it's like he's wrapped himself around this bowl of goodies. And I'm just taking my hot glue gun, putting a little bit of glue on, and doing this in sections. You do need to hold it in place. It does take a little while just to make sure that glue is nice and set. And then I found the center point of my elf and the center point of the back of the basket, and I put some hot glue on, and in the same fashion I just hot glued in sections until the little elf was completely attached to the rope bowl. And I did this. It does take some time. You do need to hold it in place. And there is our elf bowl. We're just going to take the little scarf that we tore. It's got some raggedy edges on it, which is fine. Tie the little scarf on, and then our basket or bowl is ready to be filled with goodies. Now you could put Christmas goodies in here. You could put gifts. I've got some peppermints. I'm just going to pour those right in the little bowl, and we are all ready for the holidays. These make great gifts, or you could sell these at holiday bazaars. I had a great success with them, and I enjoy making them because they're so cute. Such personality. Again, please check the description box for all of the measurements for all of the fabrics, and also my Amazon storefront where you can find a lot of these supplies right in one place. So this is a great way to use the clothesline rope to make something cute and makes a great gift. So thank you for watching. Make sure you stay tuned. Here's a sneak peek at the angel. She's got some beautiful blonde hair and a little halo, so make sure you stay for that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and have a blessed day.